Welcome back, welcome back. I sometimes use the phrase, people say I often use the phrase, but I sometimes use the phrase that here's someone who needs no introduction. Here's someone where an introduction has never been more unnecessary. Will you welcome, please, Miss Joan Crawford. As everybody says, welcome. It's such a joy to have you here, really.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
You're looking absolutely marvellous, if I may say so.
I didn't dress tonight.
This is what you've been wearing all day to do
certainly.
a bit of cooking and everything.
Certainly.
You love cooking, actually, don't you? You love doing things about the house, don't you?
Yes, I'm a compulsive housekeeper. I played Harriet Craig once, and I was ready for the role.
What's your favourite role?
Pork chops. I thought you were going to say, what is my favorite recipe?
Egg roll. No, all right.
No, pork chops.
Pork chops is your
and
favourite?
And fried apples, yes.
And fried apples.
And baked beans, and lots of lovely, delicious things.
That's your favourite recipe. What's your favourite role, which is what I was going to say?
Well, naturally, Mildred Pierce. I was lucky.
And certainly here in New York, Mildred Pierce played the other night again, on Sunday night, wasn't it? And just got a fantastic response and rating and everything. How did you come to get the part of Mildred Pierce?
Well, I think God had his hand on my shoulder because Mr. Mike Curtiz hated me. He wanted Barbara Stanwyck. He wanted no part of me. He said, I don't want those big, broad shoulders. She wears padded shoulders. And I said, well, so I went to Sears Roebuck. Oh, yes. And I bought off the rack 3 dresses to test in for just house dresses. Now, when I first started in pictures, Adrian said, I've never seen such big shoulders. She should be the female Johnny Weissmuller. So Adrian said, I can't cut her shoulders off, so I'll just exaggerate them. So that's how the padded shoulders came in. So Mike Curtiz said, I hate those big shoulders. I hate them. I hate them. So one day while we were testing, he hated me so much, he said, I hate you. And he tore the dress off me. And thank God I had a bra on. He said, my God, they're hers. Not these. And he was so embarrassed, he walked off the stage. And then we tested again. I asked if I could please test with all the girls. There were about 12 or 14 girls to play Vida, my daughter. And he said, well, I see no reason for that. He still wanted Barbara Stanwyck. I think she would have been better in the part anyway. But anyway, I did the test with all the girls, and we picked Ann Blythe. And then we had to do another test to see if Ann could handle the very emotional, dramatic scenes. And she did so beautifully that at the end of the scene, I waited for cut, cut, cut. Nothing, no response from the director. And I looked at him, he was streaming with tears down his face, and he said, I love you, baby. I got the part.
That's sensational. And then how long was it between getting the part? The Academy Award followed, what, about a year later, I suppose?
6 months.
Yeah.
I was doing Humoresque with Johnny Garfield when I received the Academy Award, in bed.
How was that?
104 temperature, where would you be? My doctor was with me, sitting on me, literally holding me down in the bed. because I was ready to get out and go because I had received the nomination, and I was so, so grateful. I don't think the public knows what that Oscar means to us. It is one of the most emotional things that can ever happen to a human being.
Why do you think it is? Because it comes from your colleagues or what?
Comes from the people who work with us and who work in the same industry. We are chosen by them, not the public.
Who do you think was who to you is your most memorable male co-star? I mean, leading man opposite you. Who comes?
The King.
The King.
Cable. And next, Spencer Tracy.
And wasn't it Spencer Tracy who gave Clark Gable the title of
The King, yes.
Why was Clark Gable the King?
Well, he earned the title. He was a king wherever he went. He walked like one, he behaved like one, and he was the most masculine male I have ever met in my life.
And what do you really mean by masculine?
You really want to know?
Sure.
They might bloop me off.
Let them try. They'll bloop you off.
You told me I could go.
Yes.
You mean leave, go,
No,
or
no,
go?
No. Well, we'll see if they do. Bloop. Bloop, for anybody at home, is a technical word that is for
Bleep.
For bleep.
Is it bleep or bloop?
It depends, really, or blip even. But but we'll see if they do. I think it's an unexceptionable, simple, anatomical word.
Well, I could have said he had guts. Is that better?
Guts. The
That's
other was
not
more
it.
descriptive.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't say the same thing.
Can you think of one particular incident that sums him up? I mean, one particular memory you have of him? I was going to say in action, but now that would sound...
I can talk about that. We had a scene one day where he had to slap me, and he had tremendous hands. And he got me right on the jaw, camera-wise, here, with this part of his hand. What is that?
Palm.
I'm afraid I'm going to get dirty again and say the butt of his hand.
That's not dirty, is it?
I don't know, but
no.
I don't know. They're going to bleep me off again?
No.
Okay.
Close enough.
And he got me here and hit the ear. The reaction was so wonderful. It's what the director wanted. But the minute the scene was over, he just put his arms around me and he said, "I'm sorry, baby." Now, you're going to turn against a man like that? That's how he's the king.
Right. And he was really recognized by...
A very gentle man, really. Yes.
Gentle how? You mean like that?
Gentle. He did his performance and waited for my reaction because it was over his shoulder with the slap. But he couldn't wait. I saw his hands trembling. He couldn't wait to say, "I'm sorry."
How about your memories of Spencer Tracy?
Oh, that was a man with great gentility and great humor. Gentility in a different way than Gable, and wonderful humor. I never knew how he was going to read a line. It was always a surprise to me. I never knew. And that's great for acting, because you get surprises. It's kind of good for you, for reactions. I remember with Cliff Robertson in the scene of Autumn Leaves, he came in, and just before we took the scene, the director said, "Don't kiss him, turn away." And I did, and Cliff said, "Oh, the camera wasn't going." If you'd only waited. I love surprises like that. I never can react like that again. So I did something trickier when the camera was going. He reacted. You see, you have to adjust to all actors and actresses that you work with in order to make them come out of their shell. We all have insecurities.
And different actors need to be drawn out in different ways.
Yes, that's why I demand rehearsals. For a film, you get a week to 2 weeks rehearsals, and for television, you rehearse Saturdays and Sundays on your own time. If the director's available, you're in good hands. But I demand it. I want to know what I'm going to do when I go on. And I think everybody in this audience and everybody listening, when they go to their work every morning, likes to know what they have to do, what's expected, and you want challenges. You want to be able to do it. Am I right?
You're great after you've had rehearsals, but like now, you're great when you haven't had them too.
I'm ad-libbing.
You're great when you're ad-libbing. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Joan, I was just lighting your cigarette, in fact, and the initials on there are ANS on the top of the...
Alfred New Steele, my husband.
Well, reading about your life, in fact, one gets the impression that he gave a tremendous amount of strength to you. Is that true?
And courage.
Courage and to do what, really?
Well, I was scared to death of flying in the first place, and I flew in order to marry him, and I've been flying ever since.
Would you say it was you've had 4 marriages, it was your happiest marriage, was it?
Yes, I was an adult.
Not for the other 3?
No, I think an actress brings part of her personality, of every character she plays, and brings the parts she likes of those characters into her own being, and then she becomes that being. Then she has to rediscover and find herself, me, Joan, and then decide what I want to be. But I had been all through that. But we had 1 month, less than 4 years of beautiful, happy marriage. I'm luckier than most people, David. I know people who've been married for 30-some-odd years, and they can't say they've had almost 4 years of happiness out of the 30 years.
What would you say makes a happy marriage?
Giving. Don't be a taker, be a giver. And that goes for both sides.
And could you, earlier on in your life, catch yourself doing what you were just saying, that going home in the evening and still being the part that you played during the day?
We don't know that when we're doing it. We have no idea we're doing that. It's kind of a thing that I'm sure happens to, well, I would like to say, I can't speak for Katharine Hepburn, Audrey Hepburn, Garbo, and all those people, but I think we take on the good facets of these things and kind of put them on like a new dress. And we don't know that. But we find we're using them.
And looking back afterwards,
I never look back. Today is gone already. What I've done today, if it doesn't prepare for tomorrow, then I'm not good to me.
What do you look forward to?
Oh, about 100 years to learn how to paint, 100 years to learn the education, to have the education, the formal education I never had. I never went beyond the 6th grade. That's one of my hang-ups. No, really, I have a great insecurity about that.
Do you have hang-ups? You don't have
Yeah,
hang-ups.
that's the only one I have. The only one. And I know me, I've never had to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, because I feel if you have 1 ounce of good sense and 1 good friend, you'll never have to go to a psychiatrist.